So what's going on, y'all? So in this segment, we're going to be talking about mortgages, insurance. We're going to be talking about life insurance. This is a chat that I wanted to do a couple of days ago that I didn't get a chance to do. Just a few minutes. We're going to be talking about conventional loans, FHA, jumbo, VA loans. We're going to start doing the mortgage trip, y'all. And we're going to start with credit. So get y'all credit reports ready. I would prefer y'all to use the FICO because it has all the mortgage scores on there. If you have Experian, that's fine. You can also use that. Just go to the mortgage score for Experian, and that's going to be the true score for Experian. There are different categories and credit reports and credit scores, but FICO has the most common one. Okay, so here I'm going to introduce to y'all some of the products and stuff that I'm going to be having that we're going to be incorporating into Sapphire Finances. And this includes insurance, life insurance, and so forth, identity theft. One of the things I like about it is the pre-legal tool. There's a pre-legal tool that you get in case you need an attorney, maybe to write something, maybe to look at some underwriting, maybe to look at mortgage paperwork, which is amazing. So I definitely want you guys to subscribe to this channel. A lot of you have been asking me when we're going to start this. I actually did the video the other day, but don't ask me. I had the sound down. There's no sound in it. Okay, so I had to do it again. Y'all know normally I'm doing the live streaming. But I figured, I'll do a couple of videos because every time I try to stream, sometime I'm like mad busy. I can't get in here. Speaking of streaming, let your child do streaming. They don't want to go to college. You don't want to have a balance. You don't have a bill. Get them streaming equipment right now. Okay. So here on this YouTube channel, I changed the name to Finance because I told you guys we're going to start incorporating that into this channel. We're also going to start doing finances that have to do with Primerica, Primerica.com. So I want you guys to go look at Primerica.com and see some of the products and stuff that they have there. Okay, because that's what we're going to be talking about. That's who's going to be underwriting our insurance policies and XYZ. As I know some of you are saying, it's time for y'all to start saving. It's time for you to start planning. That's what it's for, to help families. Y'all know how I am. I use my channel to help other people. So that's what we're going to do here. We're helping other people. We're helping you how to save. It's not just you. It's everybody. Me, you, her, and her. Everybody wants to start different things. You guys know, when I start the house buying process again, I'll bring you guys along. So, I'll start now. So I'm bringing you guys along. Okay. So the first thing I need to do is go look at those street chats that I have involving the credit. There's 3 chats. So look at them in order, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Then make sure you review this chat in full. I'm going to do another chat, and then you'll be kind of early on it. We're going to tell you, things that the underwriter's asking for. If you have a job and you have a gap, make sure you tell her why. You have to write it down. They have to put all this stuff in perspective. More than likely, if your lender is in a different state, you'll be emailing these things or putting it in on a secured site. We do have licensed mortgage brokers, so I definitely can get you with one. Mr. Milfarm, I have him come on at some point so he can talk to you guys as well. I'm having him try to do me a video where I can just kind of throw him in there without him having to come on live, but he will be your mortgage person if that's something that you want. Sometimes, you just want to ask questions, You have some people that don't want to answer, questions unless you're actually dealing with them. But you never know. We have things here that, you will feel comfortable in. And most of y'all on my channel already know me. And if I didn't believe in the system, y'all know I wouldn't have it on my channel. So forget about it. So that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about. In these segments, I'm going to just give you a list of what we're going to talk about: auto home, security in your home, identity theft, a mortgage, investment, and finances and term life. Okay, why, Miss Lambert? Because those of you who are becoming medical billers and coders and you can get ready to do your own business, you still need to have money saved. You still need to have life insurance. I know I used to be scared to say life insurance. I used to be scared of it. I'm not anymore. Not in this lifetime. No. And you don't be scared of it either. Okay, so I really want you guys to make sure that you clue in on this channel. Okay, make your list. Okay, we're going to get your score to 640 and better. Yeah, you need 640 and better. Okay, if you're messing with conventional loan, they want 680. Okay, we can shoot for higher. Those of you who already have that and you want to go on the mortgage process with us, come with us. Come with us. Okay. That's what these classes is about. These are free classes on here. Now, as far as the life insurance and some of the other applications that we have, those are paid. But we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. But I want you guys to clue into my classes. Okay. Again, like I said, this is going to be a couple of segments. I want to make sure that you get what you need. I will do a live one, but these I'm going to do, we're going to start off with recorded. Okay. So these are going to be recorded. The next segment, we're going to talk about the insurance and how we're going to do that. But these are going to focus on the mortgage, and us getting it ready, get the credit ready, get it cleaned up. Who was that called me? Valerie, you called me. You sent me something about the class. The classes are starting now. I gave you classes for the mortgage and the credit. You guys had a break for medical billing because of the winter break, okay, and the colon because of the winter break. That is going to start up again. Your next class for that is going to be Monday, okay. That's going to be. I haven't done a thumbnail on that, but I will. Okay, this weekend we're going to do. We're going to talk about the mortgage. Go look at Primerica.com and look at some of what they have. So I'm gonna come right back. Do not disappear. Okay, so again, you guys got any questions, let me know. Okay, because that's the only way we're gonna, help you out. Let me know if maybe you have a mortgage already. Maybe you want to looking to buy another house. Maybe you need to get your credit score up. Okay, um, when you guys are dealing with credit, um, some creditors, they're lenient. If you have a late, ask them, can they take it off? Just be like, look, can you do me this one favor? Just take that off. Your credit score is going to go up like 30 points. Don't get any lates on there. Okay, write them a letter. When you write a letter, make sure you put a stapler in it or put a couple of colors on it because they're going to run it through like an AI machine. Put some staples on it. A physical hand has to take it apart. They can't put it through there, so they're reading it. Okay, so just make sure you do that. Look at those three chats, and it'll tell you a lot about that. Okay. Um, Primerica also has home and auto insurance. So you guys look at that website and check that out and see what they got on there. If you're interested in any of that, let me know. We'll hook you up. But this segment that we're doing right now, we're talking about mortgage and credit. All right. Um, we want to make sure that you have everything that you need when the underwriter starts sending you those 50,000 things that she needs in order for that loan to go through. Okay, and again, Primerica can get you ready for that. Like I said, I'm gonna have Mr. Mel come on, so he can help us out with some of that. Because Mr. Mel is a licensed mortgage broker, and he also can refer you or try to get you a loan from Bank XYZ. And again, you need to have your score at least a 620, 640, 680 for conventional. Conventional, yeah, you're going to have to put a little bit more money down. But like I said, you'll be able to get that house with a roof, might need a couple of shingles or something like that. FHA, no, the house needs to be clean. Um, the house needs to have railings and XYZ. Conventional, like I said, is going to be a little lenient. Just make sure you have your notebook. Have your notebook, have your questions that you want to ask. You guys know I always have something to write in. I tried to get like a little skit for today, but you guys know normally I do live, but I wanted to do it like this so I can go ahead and fix what I need to fix, so I can edit what I need to edit. But again, some of y'all are asking me when those classes are going to start. Subscribe to my channel, and the classes are starting now. Okay, today literally is the first day that I'm actually even talking about it. Um, and there's going to be a good opportunity at the end as well in this type of field, in a sales type of field, even if it's mortgage, if it's insurance agent or XYZ, and you guys want to go that way, I'm going to start developing a team. Everything is online. Everything is online. We'll give you the tools. You literally have your own business. You're literally helping other families. Same how I'm getting ready to help you, you will be doing the same thing. Anybody wants to know about that, ask me questions. When I go live, you guys can ask me all the questions that you want. But even here, send me something in the DM and I'll get right back to you. go to Primerica.com and you can see some of the stuff that they have up there, especially it has to do with identity theft. Um, some of you might be scared. Some of you might want that identity theft insurance just in case something does happen. There's a lot of dingbats out there putting fake jobs out there and y'all giving them their information. You know, we don't know what they're gonna do with it. You just want to kind of be precarious. 2 o'clock in the morning, you see that commercial come on with the identity theft, and you know how they kind of protect you. Let me know. We can talk about that. Again, I'm gonna have Mel do a video, and then we'll go ahead and drop that video in there for you guys. Um, we also want to just kind of keep you abreast of what you should say, not what you should say, what you want to say, but we're going to give you an idea. If you save this much, you get that much interest on it. Okay, you'll get money back. um, Especially like they say, introduce it to husband and wife, introduce it to people who are already established. But I think you need to introduce to the younger crowd as well. They need to understand that they need to start saving. They need to. I don't care if it's $50, $100. The streamers, you see the streamers, the boys is billionaires. They billionaires because they've been streaming since they was 1 years old. Okay, they ain't just start streaming today and they millionaires. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can't do that, but I recommend. I don't care if your grandson, your son is 10, 11 years old, and you don't want to pay a college degree. I do the streaming. I would start YouTube. I would start my son on YouTube immediately. Immediately. My son is an artist. He has his own thing going on, but trust me, my grandson, I'm pushing him. But I can't make him do it. But you have his grandson, and I mean literally in the gaming all day long. Do it to make money. Okay. And that's what it's about. It's about us saving. I don't care how old you are. If you have to start saving when you're 60 years old, all right, put $100, 200, 300. In a few years you're gonna see that money grow, and you still can have money to retire on. That's extra, other than your 401, other than your investment that you already have with your current job. This is you kind of starting fresh. And that's the kind of stuff that we're going to talk about. But again, us that are coders, billers, you guys that are getting ready to do your own business, you want to make sure that you have a clean credit, because even when you get business credit, they're looking at your regular credit too, because you're literally the backup for the business credit. Even if you have an LLC, when you go for something, they give you the credit, but they're still going to look at it and say, oh, well, let me see what you got. You see what I'm saying? So to me, even when they did the PPE loans, you didn't have to have anything. But look who got them. People who don't even need them. They got people with fake jobs and all this kind of stuff. And people like us, we didn't even get any. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want you to make sure that you stay abreast on your credit report. Mine ain't pregnant. I ain't pregnant. Mine ain't perfect. Okay? I had to fix a couple of things and stuff that when you're younger and you just get this and that and you still do it. If you see those shoes, I'm getting those shoes. No, you're not. Okay, why? You see my nails? I do my own nails. I used to spend $80, $90. I don't do that anymore. Yeah, Amazon.com, and I'll fix my own nails. One break. Okay, let me fix it real quick. And it has nothing to do with that. I did nails when I was younger. I was a nail tech when I was younger. So, lucky for me, I already know how to do them and how to kind of be careful where they're not just messy. But just find another way. Find another way. I told y'all I'm gonna take y'all with me. I'm gonna take y'all with me. I'm gonna take y'all with me to a whole lot of other places. One, we're gonna do this mortgage thing. Okay. Two, we got to get the credit right. Don't pay nobody to fix your credit. Go look at those 3 chats. Okay. We're going to talk about the life insurance future. Okay. Something happens to you. You want people to be able to help you sleep without a problem. Okay. Y'all know what I mean. I don't have to go there. Okay. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. And if you have questions about identity theft, ask me. Ask me about those questions. DM me. Like I said, a lot of y'all are sending me emails already when I'm going to start this class. We started already, all right, and that's what I want us to be able to talk about, okay? Because if we don't get it right now, it might be too late. It's you'll be talking about you're 90 years old and getting ready to save $1 a month. No, save $1 a week now. it's no problem. I have girlfriends now that be talking about they're gonna start streaming and stuff like that. It's hard to do that. I mean, you guys see me. I put Twitch on with my YouTube. I've been on YouTube for years. I'm still trying to kick off my YouTube. And the poor girls that were on there, they were talking about they were on YouTube. The poor mother threw them out because they're on YouTube. You can get addicted to doing stuff like this, but it has to mean something. When you're an owner, you have to have something to offer. If you're on Twitch, to me, you need something to offer. A lot of people just talk. I mean, you hear people just talking. Some other people want to talk too. They want to listen to what you have to say. So, I wouldn't sleep on that. And if they know the game, then go ahead and do it. But we're going to start with the credit report. And like I said, get the FICO. FICO has all three. FICO is pricey. I'm not going to lie. It's $39.99 a month. But this is how you're going to keep track of your credit score. They give you the true mortgage scores. That's why I like them. Okay. Experian will give you the score too. They'll give you their score. I think this is 807. I'm not sure. Go in your Experian. Keep scrolling down. You're going to see something they say mortgage score. That one is for mortgage. You're going to see house score and you're going to see car score or something like that. Okay. But if you do FICO, it gives you all three. Now, when you do like the three for Experian, it gives you the Experian and TransUnion, but those are not the scores that we're looking for. The scores we're looking for is in the FICO, okay? And you don't even have to continue it. Get it for the 1 month. Stop it if you don't want to pay the $40 again. Just print it out so you can know where you're starting your credit at, where you're starting at, because that's going to help you. Okay, that's where we're starting at. Okay, and then during some of these classes, we're gonna be talking about the life insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, the mortgage. Now I got the mortgage person for you. All right. Like I said, we're gonna have him on. Y'all see that thumbnail? Okay, we're gonna have him on. That's my partner. All right. I want y'all to ask questions. Even when this chat is finished, you archive this chat. Ask questions, okay? Especially some of you who are just graduated from school. Y'all just finished my course. Y'all just got your certification. Talk to me. And do not forget, I am going to start inviting people into my group because we're going to start. I'm going to develop a group. I'm gonna show you how to get your insurance agent license. Okay, I'm going to train you for that. Take your business and run. Take your business and run. Why, Miss Lambert? Because I'm gonna show you how to do your own thing. Okay, I'm pretty sure you know thousands of people who need the same stuff that we're talking about. So once I teach it to you, you can teach it to who you want to. Okay, so and that's the point. That's the point. I'm gonna give you the tools. You're gonna train yourself with my videos. Okay. In this mortgage session, that's the plus. That's the kicker. Okay. So we're gonna end this talking about insurance. We're gonna end this talking about mortgage, and I'm gonna show you how to be a part of my team. Okay. But for tomorrow's session, make sure y'all got your credit report out. Even if y'all don't get in on that, y'all archive it. Get your credit reports out. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Okay. And if you want to be a part of my team, okay, let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna show y'all what to do. Cause y'all already a part of my team. Y'all in my class. Okay. Subscribe to my channel. Okay. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be right back. Subscribe to my channel. Y'all wanted this? I'm giving it to y'all. All right. So I was going to pull up some of the stuff on the site for you guys, but you guys can pull that up. This was just like I wanted to make sure I had my audio right and everything on this video before I start, doing a little bit more. But again, I'm definitely going to start doing more with, how I get creative. But this is a different app that I'm actually using. I'm using a couple of different ones, but y'all know I'm starting to get savvy with this stuff. But, like I said, it's about helping families. It's about each one teach one. It's about, grouping these things together and figuring this stuff out. That's why, I'm so glad that you guys joined my channel. All of my new subscribers, thank y'all so much. Because I think, like I said, a lot of people say, get to the older people, get to the older people. I think all types of people need to know about insurance and finances and term life, mortgages, credit. Um, when I was younger, we just spent, I got tired of that car, I just bought a new one. I banged that one up, I just bought a new one. You know, I ain't paid for that one, I just buy a new one. You know, we can't do that no more. When you get older, you're going to look back on all the silly things that you did. Um, I'm not saying that we still don't do silly things because we do. I do silly things to this day. We all buy stuff that we don't need. Then we go, well, when did I buy that? Yeah, that's just like when I go to the dollar store and get my favorite candy, knowing I don't need it, I eat it anyway. But again, it takes training, it takes assisting, it takes knowledge, it takes education. Just like with the billing and coding, y'all. You know, um, the student loans are not necessary for billing and coding because you could teach that to yourself. That ain't sound right. But again, go on my website, sapphirecoding.com, purchase those courses, have access to the team portal because that's going to help you in passing your test. Get in on my free classes. I used to just do the classes on Teams, but now I want everybody to see the classes. That's why I started developing these classes. These financial classes are going to help you to understand the home buying process, number one. And I'm starting with the home buying process because I went through it and I know everything that they asked me for. Like I said, even if you're not working, don't get distraught. You're on unemployment. Just tell them. You do have to be on your same job for 2 years. If you change to another job, try to stay in. Try to stay in that field. Um, if you start a new job, you do need to be doing that for 2 years. But this is the kicker, y'all. If you got a break and unemployment and then year before that you worked, year before that, they're gonna make you go back until they gather up 2 full working years. So if you work 8 months over here, okay, we need that. A year over here, we're gonna put that together. A year in 2022, they're gonna put all that together to make you work 2 years. So don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. A lot of people who want to buy a house think they can't. I'm telling you, it's not that I didn't think that I could. I just didn't know how to go about doing it. I mean, I dreamed about buying a home since I was 21 years old. That's my sister since I was 21 years old. When I was about 21, 22 back then, I got approved with a cosigner. I started at the hospital. I was working at the hospital. I got approved with a cosigner. I wasn't scared to do it because I'll jump into something in a minute. If you tell me no, you tell me no. So don't be scared of that. And some of my young people, y'all just getting out of college. Go for the house. Go get the job. Go for the house. Get your car. Okay, y'all know how I am about the car, no job. No car, no nothing. No car, you done. Now I'm talking about people in the South. They're all buses and stuff, but you got to have a ride. You got to have a ride so you can get from A to B on your own continents. Okay. Now, a car is not mandatory. You got buses, take the bus. You got trains, take the trains. If it's gonna help you save, save. Okay. Now, for those like me traveling all over the place, so I'll go from different states to state. My car is essential. Once I got that house, boom, my car is essential. Okay. So don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. And again, everybody struggles. Everybody struggles with finance. But you get to a point where something's got to give. And me looking into the Primerica prospects and what they got to offer, I felt like it was a go. Uh, you're gonna take it and you're gonna run with it. But you've got to know what it's about. You know, I know a lot of people who have had identity theft, which I am one of them. And it's a blip when your own family member do it. Um, you thinking you helping somebody, and they plotting on you from day one. And then y'all been like that, and then something like that ever happened to y'all and your family member, or something like that, take over your whole identity. I mean, I'm not gonna go into anything. I've been forgave her for that. I've been forgave her for that, but I'm still in shock because why would you do that? I'm giving if I have to, I'm giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? And it still drives me nuts because I fought for that for a long time, to get that, off of my back. And every time I turn around, something kept coming back at me. And you should have seen my face. When? Okay, so that's around that time. Here's the paper. You know, don't let that happen to you. I mean, well, you can't. Now, I don't know. When it's a family member and you just, you're leaving your stuff around in your house, you think your stuff is sacred. Next thing you know, somebody just got your whole. They're you. They're you. You understand what I'm saying? I understand that. Identity theft prevents you from taking too much of a loss. They try to recover what you lost. They back you up. And that's one of the products that I'm gonna have is that pre-legal thing and that identity theft. Okay, and then I'm gonna go more in depth. But this is just a kind of testy little thing that I'm doing right now. Okay, so y'all know this ain't live. This is a video. I'm using a different software on it. I want to see how crisp it is. So, like I told y'all, I'm building my team. Y'all want to be on my team? Subscribe to my channel, okay? A couple of different things I'm going to show you, especially those of you who might be retired and y'all want to just kind of start into something else, especially the coding. Y'all want to start in something else, and you're going to start your business as a coder. You need to have good credit. Like I said, you can't if you have your own business. Even when I get stuff, they still check my credit. They check my own credit, even if I get the business credit. See, you gotta have your credit card to still be decent, and we're gonna check that. Make sure y'all check those three videos I got out there. Even with us doing the mortgage thing and getting the credit right, I like that word, that commercial. Come on, get your money right. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, and with me doing the life insurance and a couple of other things, I'm gonna show y'all how to get in on that. You can tell your people. You can build your own. You can build your own foundation. Add that in with your medical billing and coding because it is insurance. It's insurance, especially if you already work in a hospital. You know how it is with the insurance. You already know. Especially if elderly people. People who passed away. Some people just didn't get insurance because they're scared of it. I told y'all I used to be scared of it. I was like, I might jinx myself. I don't think like that no more. But again, to educate somebody else is helping somebody else. It's helping them. Okay, and y'all know how I am. I am a teacher. That's what I do. I teach. This is a helping channel. When you're a business owner, your business has to be derived of something that's going to benefit other people. Okay, and I want y'all to benefit from Primerica and what we have to offer you. So Sapphire Financial Training is your classes. That's your training classes. Your underwritten products are going to come from Primerica. And I'm going to show you what we have to offer you. If you had an issue with that identity theft thing before, you probably need some type of protection like that. If you've had a couple of incidents, let me tell you what the pre-legal thing is going to be good. A couple of incidents with Experian and all of them, TransUnion, and they not taking something out your credit report. Pre-legal will write you a letter with a real attorney. If you don't take this out, this is what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? Call us. Even if you do the pre-legal just to have them write you a letter. I'm telling you, I need one right now, boy, because y'all know I'm taking XYZ to the. So I ain't gonna tell you it is, but I mean, back in the days, you they ain't have nothing like that, But what if you do? What if you need a real attorney? What if you need somebody to write you that letter? That's what we getting ready to go down on. Okay, so trust me, these financial classes, they're going to help you. So everybody who have not seen me, if you don't know me, I am LisaLambert. I am your instructor. This is our new jump off. And we're talking about finances, okay? No, I don't want you to file bankruptcy, okay? We all know bankruptcy, okay? We all know bankruptcy. But if you want to, now, I'm not telling you to do that, but if you want to, I want you to follow me first. Let's do the plan. Okay, let's do the plan. Okay, Set aside this to pay off that. Set aside that to pay off this. Or let's offer them a settlement. Okay, let's offer them a settlement. Okay, let's get it off. We'll see. I'm gonna make a plan tonight. I don't know what kind of plan it's gonna be, but next time I come on, we'll have a plan, and then I want to see how that's going to work. I don't know what's in your credit report. Okay, I know what's in mine. Okay, I don't even have nothing, but you see what I'm saying? I still have to have a plan, okay, to get it out of there. Don't pay off all your stuff, okay? Don't pay off all your stuff. Make payments on it. And none of us is perfect. If you filed bankruptcy in the past 7 years or whatever, don't worry. Everybody don't file bankruptcy. You ain't even gotta worry about it. Y'all know me. I don't judge nobody, okay? Y'all know me, okay? And if you feel like, all right, Lisa, this ain't gonna work for me, okay, I'm gonna show you how to file bankruptcy. I'm gonna take you step by step how to do it. Nah, you don't pay no attorney. I'm gonna show you how to do it, step by step. Follow me on this channel. That's gonna be for my crew, okay? That's gonna be for my people. Y'all join up with me. We're gonna get this together, okay? Join up with me. I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. But we're gonna get this house first. We're gonna clean up this credit, and I'm gonna show y'all. And we're gonna talk all about that life insurance, all about the identity theft. I got a mortgage broker already. I got him. So listen, he is going to work you step by step. Because I had two, but I had one. I knew him already. He was one of my realtors, my friends, people. Okay, he was so cool, easy to talk to. But I ain't get all the answers out of him that I really wanted. I got one for you. Okay, so I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna be back on. I might do a regular video. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a regular video. Y'all gonna have to archive it because I gotta kind of put it together. But I'm gonna do that plan. Let's see how it work out. But don't sleep on nothing. I'm telling you, come back at me. Come back at me. Y'all make sure y'all watch these videos. I'm getting ready to cut it down. All right. See y'all next time.